Welcome back to Biz Today. We're speaking with the country MD and technology lead at Oracle South Africa, Kholiwe Makhohliso. So she's speaking with us not only about the company's operations, the services they provide, and their place within South Africa to address entrepreneurship and everything that it brings, but also about their relationship with Innovate Durban and the Innovate Challenge. Kholiwe, before the break, we were speaking about innovation, how you start that conversation in the organization. And for you, particularly leading the organization as the technology lead, how has that conversation developed?
Within the organization, I think we start with our employees. And, encouraging, tapping on what I said before the break, is we have to embrace the change. There's this quote that it's not the most intelligent or the smartest who are going to take on the world. It is the ones who are able to embrace that change. And I think it's the same philosophy that I take to our customers. And do we provide the solutions that meet the needs of our customers? Whether it's B2B or B2C, we always have got to be customer-centric in understanding and building the solutions that cater to our customers. And I think that has been in the DNA of how we lead the business through customer centricity, a digital business of today.
That conversation and belief system that you've created around innovation within your space, you're now bringing to Innovate Durban. You've had quite a good relationship. We've seen you on the program. We've seen Oracle South Africa support Innovate Challenge and Innovate Durban. Tell us more about how this came to be.
It's been an interesting journey. We've been involved in the transformation initiatives as Oracle for a number of years. So I was having a conversation with my transformation director in terms of the strategy and the roadmap footprint of where we've partnered with the industry and our organizations. And I said, there's this missing link. I want us to tap on Durban. And coincidentally, I was having a meeting with eThekwini, the office of the mayor's office. And we started talking about the transformation initiatives. And I think that's where the discussion and the conversation started. And from then on, I asked Wendy to have a meeting with Durban, and the youth initiative came into the discussion. And we've been involved with the journey since 2016. 2016.
I know I remember the involvement last year and the kind of support that you gave to entrepreneurs in the program. So your company is a wonderful example also of the government's mandate to businesses within their rapid economic transformation program or roadmap for the year ahead. So very much what you're saying aligns itself with that particular program in giving back to entrepreneurs, enabling them, capacitating them, skills development, skills transfer. I suppose that's what's going to be brought to the program this year again.
Most definitely. And I think one part I want to emphasize is that I did mention at the session this morning that we've been involved in initiatives like the PREP with the Department of Education in Gauteng. We started these initiatives way back. It was even before the development of the National Development Plan. So we've been in this journey of giving back, of providing our solutions and partnering with the industry and the market from day one. That includes building of the school, which I did mention. We've been involved with the school, not just in the bricks and mortars. We've been involved in training of the teachers on technology, on Java programs, being involved with the school kids in terms of legal, and turning into school into a smart school. We have invested a lot over the years, providing bursaries to the school. But more than that, even internally at Oracle, we've got a graduate program that we started more than 18 years ago. It has expanded now to partnership with our partners, the EOH Youth Challenge. Right. We've been involved with them for the past 2 years. Talk about the enterprise development partnership, wherein we capacitate the young entrepreneurs, and we are co-partnering on those initiatives with our customers. And now the Youth Challenge, and there's so many more that we're doing.
So so many more programs, and you're really enabling youth entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship across South Africa. What do you want to see come out of the program this year? What are specific areas of focus that you have, or particular skill sets that you want to see? Because the challenge this year has a particular focus. They're looking at varying areas, IT, mobility,
energy,
engineering, energy. I can't remember the others. They'll be up on the screen and up on our Facebook page. You can go and take a look at all the details. But also, what do you expect? What are the specifics you want to see from the program this year?
I think if you look at all the areas of the program that they are highlighting, ICT is an enabler to all. And I think it is a good fit. And looking at the program and the initiative we're involved in last year, from the programming and the wholeness of the program in terms of enterprise, business plans and all that. So my aim is that we see the individuals who come out of this initiative being much more ready to get into the business and be more entrepreneurial and utilizing their core skills. Because I was discussing with the gentleman outside that Abbas, that most times you've got your programmers, it's more like your Steve Jobs and your Steve Wozniak. Steve Wozniak liked developing things. The concept of taking that initiative into a business concept, he needed the Steve Jobs of this world. Now, with this initiative, I would want to see these great minds, these tech minds, evolving into successful business people who can take on the world and have an impact into humanity. Because most of the wealthy, successful entrepreneurs, they didn't start out wanting to be successful or wealthy. They had a need of changing something fundamental into this world. And I think for me, that is something that I'm passionate about. We've got wealth of expertise and potential in our areas, especially in the rural areas. Unleashing that potential and taking it to the market is something that I'm really passionate about, and I'm happy and proud to partner with Durban Innovate on such initiative.
That's wonderful to hear, because of course we know this very well, especially in the South African context. Durban's always seen as the poorer cousin of the Cape or Johannesburg.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. One that's fortunate to say, both in the tech space and in many other industries, our leading industries in the country, manufacturing, automotive, agriculture. So it's great to hear how Oracle South Africa can partner, bring that IP and enable the capacity and capability of young entrepreneurs in the program. Because as you rightly say, a great app does not make you a great business person. You need those particular skills, and I think that's maybe what is lacking in our education system as well.
I can say so. And I think teaching kids at a young age to be entrepreneurial, I'm always excited when I hear my daughter saying, "Mommy, why do you have a boss?" You know, which means, you know, we're soon evolving into this entrepreneurial lifestyle of our kids.
What would you say, Kholiwe, as final words to wrap up what's been a really great interview? I wish we had more time to understand more about you as a business person and what you do in terms of leading the organization. What would you say to aspiring entrepreneurs, school leavers, university goers, people who are already in business? What would you say to them to enable themselves in the country?
You know, we are in challenging times today, and more entrepreneurs, more business leaders need to come to the party to contribute to the next layer and level of this of our country. And I think for us, we may see we are a country that is very resilient, and I am confident that with the skills that we have in this country, we'll come out victorious. So for me is that we must never give up, and even to the youngsters today, never give up to reaching out for your dreams. And at the end of the day, we may have setbacks out there, but we have got the skills and the capacity and the expertise that we need to nurture to bring to the fore so that we can take this country and boost our economy going forward.
And they simply need to ask. A lot of people are afraid to ask for that help.
I always say to women at large that sometimes we want to do things ourselves ask, get help, embrace, create this board of directors. Is what I always call it. Create your board of directors. They may not sit in one room for me, but I know that I can tap to each and everyone around the table when I need help for my growth. So reach out. There are sponsors, there are mentors out there that you can utilize for your future.
I'm so glad you said that, because you do things in your life, and as a business owner myself, it just confirms what I had believed. I have a group of mentors who I call on every so often. They advise me on business decisions and what next to do as I'm growing, scaling the business. And I love what you said about a board of directors. I thought it in my head, but this confirms it. So that's wonderful. Kholiwe, it's been such a pleasure having you on Biz Today, taking us through what Oracle South Africa is, your leadership, and also about your engagement with Innovate Challenge. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. So we had Kholiwe Makhohliso in studio, the country MD and technology lead at Oracle South Africa, talking to us about their extensive suite of products, including their continual innovation in the field of technology and enabling businesses for better business management. This was our last in the part of the 3-part series around Innovation Challenge with Innovate Durban. All details are up on screen for Innovate Durban. Please check it out. If you want an initiative in your particular area, region, district, country, around what you see here, talk to your local chamber, or just approach a business owner, start having the conversation and make it happen in your space. Or talk to us also and we'll make it happen for you. Any questions, as always, or suggestions you'd like for the show, email naz@sociallyacceptable.co.za. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter, BizToday_ZA on Twitter and BizToday on Facebook. Until next week, goodbye.